There's one. Ooh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's bigger, I think. Yep, got him. Get in here. Yes, sir. Got him. Got him. Gosh, another big one. Well, what's going on, folks, and welcome back to TRF. This is my favorite series to do here on the channel called Uncut. The whole goal is to have the cameras recording, I'm going bass fishing, and you guys are learning everything along with me in real time. For today's adventure, we're on a beautiful private water fishing lake called Salt Lake here in Wills Point, Texas. I will have the exact property information linked down in the video description. It is a gorgeous body of water. Here in a second, we're gonna launch the native Titan X. We're gonna get out there and catch us quite a few fish. But today's episode is sponsored by Fishing Chaos. Now, I'm sure many of y'all out there wanna be involved in bass fishing tournaments, but they're expensive. You gotta have a big fancy bass boat and fish finders to even compete. So where's the place for the guys who bank fish or kayak fish? Fishing Chaos is the platform for you. I run a free online tournament on that platform called the TRF Challenge Cup. It runs all 12 months throughout the year, and every month the winner of each region wins a brand new Mach combo, all for submitting your length-based catches on the app. There are so many tournaments on the platform that are free like mine and have small entry fees with fantastic payouts. Fishing Chaos is a great way to get involved in your first online tournament. I will leave a link to download the app in the video description. So without further ado, let's get the native kayak in the water and catch some dang bass. So we have made it out here onto the lake. Like I said, we're on an awesome private water fishing property today called Salt Lake here in Wills Point, Texas. I rigged up a topwater frog because I figured, being a farm pond, there would be a decent amount of shoreline grass, and it doesn't look like that's the case. It looks like, at least as far as my graph is showing, the bank slopes down pretty quick. And actually, now that I think about it, I've been out here a long time ago when it was probably half full. I mean, this lake was much smaller when I was here last time. So I'm going to cut off the frog and put on a walking bait because I feel like walking bait is a better bait for this these conditions. Summertime, it's July when I'm filming this video. I see a lot of bait fish in this body of water. So I think a walking bait is gonna be a better choice. So let's spin around here. I love this kayak because I can just easily spin, grab a lure, and spin back. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get a different box here. And I like a walking bait for a multitude of reasons, the first of which being it just allows you to cover water really, really fast. I'd say behind a buzz bait, which is the #1 water covering top water, and then a plopper, a walking bait is right up there with how fast you can cover some water. So that's what we're gonna do, is we're gonna cover a lot of the bank line, even though it's relatively steep. It's a quarry lake, so you don't have a huge strike zone. But if the bass are feeding on bait fish, the summertime is pretty much the prime time when the bass school up, really across the country. Bass school up on bait fish. I'm trying to find a place for this line. It doesn't go away. There we go. And I just realized my life jacket's not on. What a doofus. At least I brought it though. Okay, there we go. Bing bong. If I adjust this GoPro here, not sure if I like the angle, but it's what we got. First cast. Get me a bass, please. What rod am I throwing this on now? 7-1 heavy, yeah. So if you follow the Kayak Uncuts recently, you've seen my struggles with longer rods on a kayak. And so I've pretty much made the commitment to not throwing long rods anymore, unless I'm doing something that necessitates it, like a swim bait or punching. But for me, as I'm sitting down, I have a really hard time getting a good hook set on a longer rod. So I'm gonna have to find me some good combos I like for kayak fishing that are shorter and probably a little bit stiffer. Same thing with the vibrating jig. I've got the same rod. I've been throwing a 7.3 medium heavy moderate, but I think it's a little too long to make a snappy hook set, and it's a little too moderate. Because when I set the hook, my kayak goes one way, and I can't really lean hard into a fish. Now, I don't really know much about this body of water besides the fact that it's got good bass in it from what I hear. Has a decent amount of man-made brush piles, and they've been stocking threadfin shad in here like there's no tomorrow. So That's all good stuff that I like to hear. That I like to hear. And I'm really working this walking bait super fast, as you can see. I just feel like with how active these fish should be, 82-degree water, which, man, that's honestly colder than I was expecting. Yeah, that's definitely colder than I was expecting for summertime. See, I can't tell if what I'm looking at is a bunch of bait fish or bass. I think it's mostly bait fish. I'm gonna get myself to a shadier looking pocket over here. Cast this top water around. I'm in the Native Titan X 10.5, my new big water kayak. Big lakes, bigger ponds. I've got a kayak back there on the trailer that you may have seen a second ago, maybe not. The Bonafide RVR. Just picked that up yesterday, and you're gonna see a rigging video on the RVR very soon. That's gonna be my river kayak. So finally excited to get a lighter kayak, because pedal drive kayaks are not light. So I'm excited to go back to a paddle kayak, and I may not even be paddling on that kayak a whole lot. I'll have a paddle, but have something else up my sleeve for that kayak that I'm super excited about. But I'm more excited for potentially catching my first bass. Come on now. Can you please come bite my topwater? Can you please? I think I may be attempting my first ever uncut to posting in the same day. I got out here at sunrise, try to get some good topwater action and to make the most of my morning so I can head home, edit this video in the afternoon, and maybe my Wi-Fi speeds are fast enough to get it up by the early evening. So that's the plan. Big thanks to Hannah, for my wife, for letting me make these kind of work days happen. She's a super mom, so very grateful to have her taking care of our little boy. But I'm not grateful that these fish aren't biting yet. I mean, like, I'm fishing a walking bait along the edge of a deep grassy drop. Have not got a bite yet, which I find odd. Which I do, in fact, find odd. Might be a spot thing. I'm guessing the fish are going to be really loaded up in a lot of specific areas. Like, I remember when I first came to this lake a long time ago, again, when it was lower, there was hay bales in the water. There was like giant not crates. There was like spindles that held huge strands of wire that they just threw in the pond. So this place has got some cover, that's for sure. But I'm confused why they don't have no bass yet. And it's deep out there, good grief. I'm hoping the bass come up schooling. I really want to catch them schooling. I've got a new Strike King bait we just launched at iCast. A riser sort of bait that I'm really excited to fish with. I'm just shocked that these bass are not biting topwater. This is crazy. This is crazy to me. It is the right time of day. I mean, it's dead calm. The fish can hear it coming from a mile away. I'm paralleling a grass edge. I know it's steep, but like, come on now. That's just crazy. This is crazy. I feel like this body of water got rain recently, because the road was pretty muddy coming into here, and it definitely looks like it's high. I mean, I'm seeing alive stuff in the water. So maybe these fish are still on the old bank line, which topwater is not really applicable for because it's a little too deep. It's possible. But I really think we're gonna show you guys a good fishing day once I figure out what the fish are doing. Because right now it is not top water. That's for sure. It is not top water. And I'm not gonna force it for too long if it's not working. It's kind of how the beginning of most of my fishing days go, to be honest. Is not catching them on the first bait you throw. But it's kind of the whole point of fishing. If you always caught them on the first thing you threw, it wouldn't be a challenge. So I've got to adjust and figure out what the heck these bass are doing. And if it's not top water, then what is it? Although, it was a boil over there. Be a schooler, please. Be a big old school and 5-pounder. Don't think so. Don't think so. And my goodness, this sun. Bright, 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 bright. Super bright. Gorgeous morning though. As far as July goes, this is beautiful. Beautiful morning. I'm usually sweating before the sun gets up in July, but not right now. We have a nice little cold snap, which is great. Which is fantastic. It's about 83 degrees this morning. I'm sure I'll sweat eventually, but it's been pretty nice the last few days. Okay, I'm not seeing no activity on top. Zero, zilch, zilcho, top water activity. So Tyler, do not force what is not happening. Don't do it. Don't do it, Tyler. So I'm not gonna. I'm gonna bring in the top water and we're gonna put it behind us here. Not to say that I won't bring it out again, but they're not biting it. So I'm gonna find myself a new reaction bait to chunk around a little bit. I've got a black and blue vibrating jig that is not the right color. So welcome to tackle switching with Tyler. Not a whole lot of bass catching yet. We'll get there, folks. We'll get there. What do I want to throw? Let's see what I got in here. My kayak tackle box is not super organized. That's for sure. That's for darn sure. All right, looks like we have ourselves a tungsten thunder cricket in, that better be half ounce, and it's kind of a shad color. So I like that. Let's get my scissors out again. There they are. We're gonna do a thunder cricket, and I've got a drop shot. I know y'all are probably getting tired of seeing the drop shot, but it catches the snot out of some fish. So I'm not gonna apologize, all right? For something that works. That catches bass. That catches them. I need a trailer. Bada bing, bada boom. Little Strike King Swim and Shiner. My favorite swim bait trailer for vibrating jigs. I don't always throw a swim bait trailer, but sometimes I do. And there's that. All right. Let's grab our line here. I kind of wish we had some wind, to be honest. I feel like that's gonna get the fish stirred up a little bit. But what I'm seeing so far, and again, conditions-wise, water temp is 83.5, and all the bait fish, even without a fish finder, I could tell you they're on the bottom. If I was seeing bait fish flicker on top and bass blowing up on them, I would know they're on the top. But whether or not you have forward-facing sonar, you can tell where the heck the fish are. and or the bait fish are. Because you can see them and hear them, and I don't see them or hear them. So, little confirmation bias there, but they are on the bottom. So that's why I got a 1/2 ounce Thunder Cricket vibrating jig. I feel like that will get near the bottom a little easier, but I still feel like a drop shot is going to do the majority of the work for us today. So get ready for a drop shot beatdown, folks, because it's probably coming. It is probably coming. I can probably leave the drop shot, the vibrating jig right there. Yeah, great. Let's get ourselves a drop shot and a worm. The Strike King filler worm. Although, to be honest, I should probably be throwing a shad-shaped worm because of all the shad we have in here. But I think a filler worm will do the trick just fine. This is definitely a interesting fishery because the banks are so steep. Like, I'm not even sure if the Thunder Cricket is going to be that effective just because of how deep everything is. All right, drop shot, Thunder Cricket. I'm going to pop open my Starbucks espresso and cream. We need to shake it, right? No? Yes? I'm going to shake it and let it sit there for a second as we start looking around. Let's see. Let's see what this is right here. You gotta be kidding me. Okay. There's one. I thought I was throwing on a piece of bait fish, but no. It is our first bass of the day on the drop shot. That was first cast, baby. I saw a little blip on my screen and I thought, I'm gonna cast to that. Hey, skunk is out of the boat, baby, thanks to the drop shot. All right, and I lost my worm on the first fish. Good morning to you too, buddy. Yeah, I lost my dang worm on the first fish. I'm not sure how that happened, but it did. As I thought, drop shot is going to be the ticket today. So if you don't know how to throw a drop shot, let me teach you. All right, let me show you how to rig it first. You tie your hook on a 1/0 Texas rig hook, wide gap, or I've got the VMC Finesse Nico hook here, my favorite drop shot hook. You tie a Palomar onto that and then stick the line down the eye. Then you tie however long of a leader you want there, or leave however long of a leader, and then put your drop shot weight on, and you've got yourself a suspending bait. The bait is above the bottom. The weight keeps it on the bottom, and the bait is up in the column. And I've got a drop shot masterclass if you'd like to watch that on the channel. I'll leave it down below. But I really think the drop shot's gonna catch us a lot of fish today. A lot of fish today. I'm telling y'all, there's so much bait fish in this body of water. So much. It's crazy. And the bass are probably hanging around all the bait. If I had to surmise what's going on. Dropping the drop shot around a whole bunch of bait right now. Oh, it went through the school of bait and reached the bottom, and there's no bass. So I think they're going to be bait and also structure oriented. So I may see them in the column. I may just see a stick and cast at it. And that may be how we got to catch our fish today. If that's the case, I'm not going to complain, because that is fun by me. Hopefully y'all can stomach me looking at my screen sometimes. If you can't, go watch Hunter Ponds. No screen watching there. Yeah, I think this body of water is just it's too deep for reaction baits, at least during this time of the year. That looks like a nice fish. Thank you, clouds. Please stay. Please stay. I would like to not get blasted by the sun all day. That'd be nice. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cast my vibrating jig high in the column over here, because these trees that are kind of on this ridge here, there's a ridge in the center of this pocket from when they built this place. The trees kind of come pretty high, so I'm gonna fish my vibrating jig in the tops of the trees for just a second. It was a little bit fast. Slow it down a little bit. 2, 3. Kind of slow roll it for a second. Sometimes you can get bass to come that are suspending in the tops of trees, as I assume these fish are, but haven't gotten any follows yet. Ooh, hold up. No, never mind. Was that a fish? Something felt a little less than a stick there. Felt more like a bass. Uh-oh, I see one. I see one. I gotta go get that fish. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? I don't know where he went. Don't know. Somebody help me. Dang, tricky fish. He said, "See you later, alligator." That's what he said. Just gonna blind cast a few casts around the ledge with the vibe jig. Quarry lakes are definitely drop shot Texas rig type bodies of water. Not so much vibrating jig crankbait. I think I had one. I think I had a bite. Felt more fishy. Nope. I had the tree. I had the dang tree. Thank you, tree. There we go. Got it. You gotta keep it high in the column. These trees are touching the surface. Should have cast my top water on these trees before I got here. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Well, can't win them all. Can't win them all. For it being summertime and how much bait fish are in here, I feel like I should have seen more. So the bass are somewhere. That's the whole part of the puzzle. Where are they? Where are the bass? The bass are not right here. Yep, they're not there. And my sunglasses are fogging up. That's how you can tell it's humid, when all I'm doing is breathing and these suckers fog up. And we'll take them off for just a second. Come on, fish. I gotta put some of you on the Fishing Chaos board. Which, by the way, you're not supposed to fish private water for the online tournaments, but it's my tournament, okay? I can't win it anyways, so I do what I want. But next year, I'm gonna fish so much next year. I'm not going to be on tour without next year. Just deciding to kind of call it quits on that endeavor. And so I'll be fishing a lot more, especially at home. I'm going to really figure out all the lakes near my house. I'm so pumped to be able to spend some time doing that finally. All right. Ducky duck. Vibrating jig is not the ticket. Not the ticket. At least not here. So I'm gonna leave it out. Don't think it'll be the deal. Let me get my coffee now that I've shaken it up. Fake espresso, how about that? That's probably real espresso. It's just not great espresso. Come on, fish. Come eat my drop shot, please. Come eat my drop shot. There he is. Yes, sir. Ooh. Ooh, hello. Are you big? Are you big? Are you nice? Ooh, hello. Stay away from the trees, please. Stay away from the trees. Okay, a drop shot's gonna be the ticket, folks. And since we can catch them on the bottom, I'm gonna mess around with some other baits too. Come on. Come on. Oh, nice. Not a huge one, but a nice fish. Not a single scoop, but a nice little double scoop. Get in here. Get in here. Oh, come on. Ha ha. There we go. Look at that bass. Oh, and he's got the biggest booty hole I've ever seen in my life on a fish. Whoa. Okay, I'm done looking at that. That feels weird to look at. Yep. We're gonna let him go. I don't know what that bass is doing or what he's into, but that dude had the biggest bunghole I've ever seen. Wow. Well, hey, you know what? He bit, and we had a lot of fun, so not going to complain. I just worry for his safety because something seems awfully weird about that bass. Oh, yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Was not the healthiest. I mean, healthy fish, but with one exception. Goodness. Alrighty. Drop shot. Getting the job done. One thing I do on every spinning rod technique I use is I have my drag a lot tighter on the hook set than I do on the actual fight. So I want to make sure I get a good strong hook set into the fish, and then if they're big especially, I will immediately back my drag down. You'll see me do that several times in this video probably. And that just ensures that I get a good hook set but also don't lose the fish by having my drag too tight for the remainder of the fight. So if you see me do it, that's why. And I gotta open your dang spool to cast. Not everything I'm seeing on the screen though is going to be a bass today. Probably gonna make a lot of casts at 7 bait fish that have stacked together so they look like a bass. Because there's quite a lot of that going on out here. Quite a lot of that. But this is, I mean, just like winter, unless you have really, really good shallow grass or good rock piles in dirtier water, the whole deep drop shot thing is the ticket in the summer. Do I like this angle? I feel like I do. Drop shot deal is the ticket. So that's what we're gonna do today. Gonna see if we can catch a bass. Just gonna fan cast out there for all you non-scopers. There we go. Let my drop shot sink. Do I have one? No. I don't. Holy smokes. There's so much bait fish. I'm assuming y'all can see that on my camera. There is so much bait in this body of water. Gosh. These bass have no excuse but to be fat and happy. Because they have so much to eat. So much. There's a nice thermocline sitting at 20 feet. I can see it on the graph, so I'm probably not going to catch anything deeper than 20. Ain't much oxygen below that level. Goodness, I made a cast by the bank and it sank for like 10 seconds. So this whole place, deep, clear water quarry. Nothing better for this than a drop shot. I do have a free rig tied on. Matter of fact, well, I'm gonna keep the vibrating jig out. I'm gonna get myself my free rig rod here in a second, because I do want to mess around with that a little bit. I've also got a brand new reel on it. It's the new Lew's Custom. I believe it's just not the Custom. Custom? Yeah, Lew's Custom. Not the Custom Pro. That one's in the garage. I'm about to do a really, really cool video using that one. But all in due time. Y'all gotta wait and see. Make sure y'all stay tuned for the comment challenge. Sometime during this Uncut, we will have a random question that you guys will answer in the comments, and I will give away a bait combination that I'm catching them on to one of you guys in the comment section who answers the comment challenge. So stay tuned for that. Have some coffee. Thank you all for tuning into Uncut. This is probably going to be one of the more nonchalant, relaxed Uncuts we do, just because that's the mood I'm in. Of course, I'm going to teach some stuff about the drop shot. I'll try to go as deep as I can into drop shot fishing. I think with every fish catch, I'll give a new drop shot tip. That doesn't apply to forward facing, just how to fish a drop shot. So we got to catch the next one to get the next drop shot tip. And it will be about the weight, the drop shot weight. And if you don't want to wait, pun intended, for all these tips, you can just go to my drop shot masterclass. So pause this Uncut and head over there. Yeah, I'm not liking what I'm seeing, but I'll still fish around these lay down sticks here. I really thought with the cloud cover there would be fish busting everywhere, and they're not. So can't win them all. Cannot win them all. What a beautiful, beautiful day though. Goodness. Not gonna complain about the conditions we got. But I am going to complain about my wedgie that I already have, because it's making myself real uncomfortable. A dang wedgie. Like, I'm fishing this drop shot around shallow cover. There's some sticks over there. I'm not getting a dang bite. So, as sad as I'm sure the anti-scopers are at what I'm doing right now, this time of year, it is the best way to catch one. Like right there, there's a fish. I'm gonna cast right there. My bait is falling somewhere near him. I don't know if he, you find it? No, he didn't find it. Ah. There we go, we're falling. Oh, did he see it? They see it. Oh, we got two going down on it, baby. We got two going down. Let me shake it on the bottom. Country girl, shake it for me. Girl. What? Didn't eat it. So, there goes your dang hypothesis. Every fish that you drop on scope eats. Nope. They don't. Nice try. I wish. I wish. I wish. Cast out there. Sneezing coming. Thank you. I think I see a fish on the backside of this bush that's under the water. This cow bush. Nothing. Nothing doing. Nothing doing, nothing don't. I feel like if there's any bass in the bottom of these trees, like the base of them, the free rig is the way to go. Just gonna shake my drop shot in the tippy tops of these trees. Never mind. No bass in them either. There's one right there. Right in front of the dang yak. Come on. I'm shaking it for you, buddy. Nice slow shake, barely even moving. I'm not moving the weight at all, I'm just moving the worm. Now I move the weight. Nothing. And it's not like these fish see a lot of pressure either. They're just being a little stingy so far. That's okay. We'll get them. We just got to find some good drop-offs that they got stacked up on, huh? They've got to be stacked up somewhere. Stacked up, trimmed up. Oh, there's the sun. There's the dang sun. I'm not a fan of. Oh, I didn't put the bigger fish that I just caught with the weird butthole. I didn't put that on the board. We'll catch bigger ones today. We'll catch bigger ones. That one wasn't worth my time. Just make a random cast out there. Seems wise to me. Gosh. They were supposed to be like, the reason I picked today to go fishing was because it's supposed to be partly cloudy, like rainy, partly rainy. And I'm not seeing none of that. So the weatherman lied once again. What's new? What's new? The weatherman lie. Cheat and steal. Yeah, the bass are not around these trees. I thought for sure they would be, but they're not. They are elsewhere on this body of water. I'll make sure to have a drone shot of these trees so y'all can understand what I'm talking about. They are very mossy, snotgrass covered trees that are lining a ridge that goes down the center of two deep areas. Which, now that I put two and two together, that's just the divide between two parts of the quarry. You know what? I keep seeing activity in the middle, back in the deep section where I made a cast with the top water earlier. So I'm gonna make my way out there. See if we got some bass out here. Drink my coffee again. Hope y'all are enjoying a nice relaxing fishing video. I'm excited. I've got some uncuts planned this later on this summer, early fall in Minnesota and Wisconsin in the kayak. That should be just super fun. Hello, train. Hello. Should be very, very fun. Big old school of bait fish. Although I say relaxing, it was relaxing till Mr. Train came by. Mr. Train being so loud. I'm not seeing diddly. I'm not seeing diddly or squat. Actually, I am seeing diddly. I see it right there. Come on now. Bite my cricket. Bite my cricket. Please, bite my cricket. No! Nothing. Nothing doing out here. I really had trouble live scoping my kayak. It's not the easiest to make a pinpoint cast in the yak. I'm being honest. There we go. There we go. Oh, come on, brother. There we go. Got him. Got him. There we go. Come on now. Come on. Come on. That was fun. That was fun. Little bait fish feeding bass. Get around here. Out in the open, eating that drop shot. It's like we're smallmouth fishing out here. Come on now. Come on now. Yes, sir. Beautiful. Look at that. Now my line is getting all kinds of twisted. It's because I haven't retied this leader in like 5 fishing days, which one goes to show you the absolute quality of Seaguar leader material. I believe this here is actually the JDM line. I think it's called Grand Max. It's a Japanese leader material. But I've used Gold Label for a long time, and I also went many days without restringing Gold Label leaders. They last so long. This is 12 pound, I believe. It lasts a long, long time, even though it is getting a little twisted these days because it's caught so many dang bass. It's been yanked on quite a lot. Can you untwist yourself for me? Thank you. Let's find ourselves a new worm. Find ourselves a new worm, find ourselves a new bass. And we are out of that package. We only had 3 worms left in that one. If you want to check out the entire drop shot combo I'm using, I'll have it linked down in the video description from the rod, reel, line, and worm. Those links are affiliate links. So if you click those links, make your cart of whatever you want. Could be the products I'm using, could be something totally different. Could be a trolling motor. That'd be nice. And you make your purchase, it helps me a ton. So I'll really appreciate that. But like I said, every fish we catch, new drop shot tips. So when it comes to fishing a drop shot setup, your weight is very, very important. One, because you want it to fall at a rate that is attractive to the fish, because oftentimes they eat this thing on the fall. It's just, how else can you get a small weightless soft plastic way down to the bottom besides on a drop shot? And so I want it to fall the most natural that I can, unless of course I'm just fishing the bottom, and then the fall doesn't matter as much. But I want it for the most part to fall naturally, so I don't go above 3/8 ounce. I mean, that's pretty dang heavy as far as drop shot weights go. It's mostly 1/8 and 1/16. I believe today is a 16th ounce weight day. Yeah, 16th ounce weight, or maybe it may be 3/16. Either way, it's pretty dang light, and it falls. Let's see how long it takes to get to the bottom. You know, I'll just flip it out there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it falls 10 feet in about 4 seconds. So that's what, 2 and change feet a second, which is relatively slow, believe it or not, for drop shots. The majority of the time, I'm throwing this, again, like I said, 16th or 1/8 ounce. And so besides rate of fall, you also want to make sure that your weight is not too heavy for the bottom composition you're fishing. So if it is like slate rock, or just kind of like not snaggy stuff whatsoever, again, your weight size doesn't matter. Your weight type, whether it's cylinder or circle or teardrop, doesn't matter a whole lot. But if you have snaggy stuff, the heavier your weight, the more likely it's going to burrow itself into those rocks and sticks and grass. And so, again, 16th and 1/8, really the best ways to go, in my opinion, to catch bass on a drop shot. Can you go heavier than that? Absolutely. If you're fishing around current, you actually have to go heavier than that to actually get your bait down in the current, or else the current will wash your bait down downriver or downstream. And so you kind of have to decide for your body of water what's right for you. But for me, in ponds and lakes, 1/8 ounce or 16th ounce is majority of the time what I go with. And there you go. Y'all saw the behind the scenes making of a TikTok. Where is my sunglasses? It just got really sunny. It got sunny and it got hot. So the buff will come on and off, but it's on now. All right, fish. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I see an explosion over here. I can't use this yet. Still fogs up. Still fogs up the lenses of my glasses. Okay, where's the bass at, huh? Huh? Where'd them bass go? There's one. Oh, Tyler, open up your dang spool, buddy. There you go. How about that? How about that? We're dropping down to the bottom. Didn't see a bass follow it, but I'm just gonna let it get to the bottom. Start my retrieve pretty slow and subtle, like this. Shaking it on the bottom. I'm fishing in 27 feet here, 26.6. Although, what am I doing? I'm below the thermocline. That's not what I want. Not going to be any bass down there. It's very crystal clear to me that the fish are above that. I can see them all. And I believe that's where most of the bass are, to be honest, is right at the base of the thermocline. That's where I'm seeing a lot of bigger marks. Out there at the base. At the drop the base. Nothing. Nothing going. All right, we're gonna have to keep paddling around. That is for darn sure. Keep paddling until we see some fish. Not my favorite type of angling, but it's what we got today. It's what we're gonna have to do today. I'm gonna make a few casts along the edge here, the weed edge, while I drift down this bank and scan out deep looking for fish. You really fish a drop shot just like a Texas rig. I mean, there's not a whole lot of a difference. You let it sink to the bottom, you shake it, you hop it. I mean, yeah, you don't move it as much as a Texas rig. Like, I'll hop on a Texas rig sometimes a foot to 2 foot off the bottom. I'm rarely moving a drop shot more than 6 inches off the bottom. So that's the big difference. Gosh, I'm throwing in a lot of things that are not bass, I'm realizing. I'm throwing in a lot of bait fish. And part of me wonders if they have gizzard shad in here. I'm seeing some bigger marks that are not following my bait at all. And bass usually show some kind of reaction. If you've got forward-facing sonar and you're making casts at fish that are not reacting at all, it's probably not a bass, for being honest. Probably not a bass. Bass like to be curious, they'll come check it out. I smell cow dung. Yuck. Smell some of that cow doo-doo. Some of that cow foo-foo. That the wind's dragging in. Ooh. There's one. Yes, sir. What do we got? What do we got? Oh! That was a teeny tiny one. Couldn't even get the hook into that guy. Y'all almost had another drop shot tip. Almost gave it to you, but the fish messed it up. Apologize. Put my hood up. It's getting way too sunny, but I can't have the buff up or else it fogs my sunglasses. So, put my hood up it is. And it's so much sunnier than the weatherman called for. I'm disappointed. I'm going to be honest. I'm upset. I was really, really hoping for just a cloudy, drizzly day. And we're not getting that. So, conditions change. It's probably why the drop shot is working so well today, because it's what these fish need. They don't need top water. They don't need moving baits. They need something real slow, real finessey. Which is, that's not the story of the year for bass fishing, at least on my channel. I don't know what is. Bass wanting the drop shot. 'Cause let me tell you something, they do. They do be wanting it. All the time. Everywhere. I think I see more fish. I think I do. I think I do. It could be bait fish, but they could be bass. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your drop shot. Shake your drop shot. Whoa, that's a bass. That's a bass. And can I land it on him, please? I think I did. Landed it near him. Dang it. They're being tough to land on. The Lando Calrissian. It's probably a turtle. If I'm being honest. Yeah, it's probably a turtle. The way that he just disappeared from the surface down to the bottom. I think it's a turtle. I'm still going to cast at him. Just in case it's not. But I think it is a turtle. A turtle. It's a turtle. I'm going to catch this dang turtle. It's the last thing I do. I'm going to find this turtle, because I'm not convinced it's a turtle. I think it's a bass. I think it's a bass. Gosh, no, it's probably a turtle. Probably thinking, Tyler, you're like an expert. How do you not know what fish look like? Well, this live scope is a 9-inch screen. It's hard to tell. Okay. All right, sue me. Come on, eat it. Oh, God. Right by his face. I don't think that's a bass. Don't think so. Come on now. Yeah, not a bass. Not a bass. That's a turtle. We got a bunch of bass. Oh, here we go. I got one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Hello. Are you bigger? Are you big? You are bigger. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Chasing around the turtle. Gosh, led us to a dang nice bass. Come on now. Whoa. Holy smokes. You are crazy, my friend. You are crazy. Get in here. Oh, gosh. No. No. Strong now fish. Yes, sir. Look at how healthy that guy is. That is a healthy bass. Barely skin hooked. Roof of the mouth. Oh, and I just created all kinds of mess. Dang it. All right, I'll handle that in a second. because I want to get this guy on the board. So let me move my coffee off to the side here. Let me grab my tournament measuring board, the old catch board here. Let me give it old dunky dunk. Let the water wash down. Here we go. What do we got? What do we got? We got like a 17 1/4. Where's my phone? Thank you, buddy, for playing nice for me there. A nice bass, not a giant, but one that I will take for sure. Get my coffee back up here, because that's important. And then we got to figure out this mess that I just caused. I threw the drop shot into my line, and it has done circles around itself. So welcome to the world of drop shot fishing, folks. This is very commonplace, having a tangled up mess. I should really redo this leader, because it's getting so twisted with how many fish I probably caught 50 bass on this leader alone, and it's just kind of getting a little bit of memory, as fluorocarbon can. Come on now. Come on. Ouch. Ouch. I poked myself. Great. I wonder if we're getting into a more fishy area, because I had 4 different bass, all that size, follow me down on that cast there. I hope so. I hope so. Now we're twisted off top. I need to let this line out, untwist itself. You good? We're good. You like grab the line and just like stretch it. There we go. Every time the train goes by, we're gonna catch one. That's gonna be the marker. Train bass. I have fished out here before. I don't remember a train. Now, obviously it was here, but I feel like the train is more active in the morning. Maybe it's got more places to be in the morning. You know what I'm saying? All right, making another cast out there towards what looks like some bass markings, but they could just be bait fish. Actually, I'm gonna fix my wedgie while I'm around some bass. There we go. Let's make a longer, better cast. Perfect. If those are bass, I'm gonna catch one of them. I don't think they are. They look like dang bass, but don't believe so. Oh, drag's too loose. Still too loose. There we go. I just love floating around the kayak. It's so much fun. And man, if you want a place, a club to be a part of, to just catch some dang bass, bring someone who hasn't had a whole lot of success fishing in their life, private water fishing is the place to be. I worked with them for a number of years now. Every property owner is awesome. The whole club is great. And when you think about all the time and energy you spend on public lakes, getting skunked, you know, promising you're gonna take your son or your daughter or granddaughter or grandson out, you know, expecting to have just a fantastic day, and you catch nothing. Nobody wants that. And you waste money anyways. So you might as well, if you're gonna spend money fishing, spend it on somewhere that is a relatively good value, and you know you're probably gonna catch some dang good bass. So that is my kind of math. That is my kind of math. And this is my kind of fish, maybe? Eat it? He was following it. Then he said, nah, I'm good. My buddy got caught on one of them things. All right, let's keep looking. My goal is to catch a 5-pounder today. Is it possible? Absolutely. You've got to have some 5-pounders in here with how much bait fish are here, how long the pond has been in service for. They've got some 5s. But where are they? That's my question. Where are the 5s? Where are the pounders? So much bait. Wish I had a cast net. I could drop the dang thing in the water and show y'all what's going on. All right, now we are to a better thumbnail angle. I like to have thumbnails from this back camera back here. So, hello, you recording? Yes, you are. Good, good. Thumbnails look way better from that angle. So I gotta get a good right-leaning hook set. I think I've got one. Maybe? No, I don't. There we go. Hood down. Oh gosh, popped off. He popped off. Come eat it again, please. Dang it. I had one. We still good? We're still good. I also want to have my hood down for the dang thumbnail. Feel like it looks better. You know what? The sun ain't that harsh. We'll leave it down. We'll leave the top down. Do I owe y'all a tip? Did I catch one? Trying to remember. I think I did. Okay, number one thing with a drop shot, don't move it too much. Now, you can, and you can catch fish doing it. I know somebody commented on a 100 Ponds video recently that they catch a whole lot of fish shaking the snot out of their drop shot. That's possible. For the most part, you want it to be a finessey presentation. And to do that, you gotta really shake it, I mean, just like this, just 2 to 6 inch movements of the rod tip. If you want something moving fast, just throw a Texas rig. If you want some action, throw a Texas rig. But I throw a drop shot because it satisfies the finesse nature that bass sometimes, and I say sometimes, oftentimes need to bite. Now, of course, try what works for you. If you have bass in your body of water, like it shook a little harder, then go for it. But most of the time, a smaller, less action-packed retrieve is going to be better. And I'm seeing some of these brush piles out here. Seeing some of them. Just don't know if the bass are around them or not. Yeah, there's bass there. I'm gonna turn the kayak a little bit. Where's the brush pile? It's down there on the bottom, I think. Yeah, take that back. The sun is harsh. The sun is very harsh. And I'm gonna get burned if I don't have my hood up. So, hood's going up again. Ugh. We're just having very inconsistent lighting today. Not a huge fan of that. Gosh, that'll make my coffee hot. I wanted some nice cold coffee. Man, for the amount of bass in here, and I know exist in here, I'm not seeing a whole lot of them. So I'm really wondering where they went. Sometimes it's just a matter of being around them. Like the number one thing I'll say about bass fishing, and I'm not sure if this applies to other species either, but it's mostly bass that I'm thinking about here. If you're not getting bit, you're probably not around the fish. Sometimes, yes, they're finicky and they're hard to get to bite, and so just because you're not getting bit doesn't mean they're not there. But most of the time, if you're not getting bit, you got to go find yourself a new location. It's less about bait than it is location for the most part. If the bass are there, they're hungry, and they are going to bite. And so the fact that I'm not getting bit usually means I'm not around a whole lot of bass. So I got to keep it moving. Keeping it moving. Like, what are we doing? There's a dang bass. Come on now. I cast in his general direction. I fart in your general direction. And if these bass were crazy aggressive, that fish, again, it's water clarity, would be able to see it and chase it down and come eat it, but they're not doing that. So you really gotta get it in their face, be in their home to get these fish today to eat. Because they're not the easiest bass to get. That's a bass. My drop shot is falling near him. Come on now. That's the one. Got him. There we go. There we go. Be big. Be big. Gosh. Not big, but not small. Nice size bass. This is kind of the average size in here. Good 2-pounder. Good 2-pounder. Get in here. Get in here. Yes, sir. And see, that's why I don't boat flip drop shot bass, because he just spun my weight in a circle. Beautiful. Thank you, bud. This hook, I swear, BMC, red line, finesse Nico, perfect drop shot hook. I mean, like, it is top dead center almost every time. I can't even get this guy out. And I didn't set the hook that hard. Goodness, buddy, just pins him. Just pins him. Holy smokes. He wasn't coming off yesterday. Oh, I lost my weight, but at least I didn't lose the fish. That was cool. I think that's probably my cue that I ripped the weight off there to retie. So I'm going to cut my line and get myself a new section of drop shot, because we are all kinds of memoried up. Look at that. That is crazy. So I get to rig a drop shot for y'all. How about that? I know I talked about it earlier, but now we get to be about it. Let me get the drop shot weight. Cut the line off here. All right. So the plan is, grab some line. I'm gonna stretch it out here, get it straighter hopefully. Tie a Palomar. I need more line. There we go. Tie a Palomar with a long leader. I really hope that all my drop shot fishing this year has showed you guys how good of a bait it is. I mean, it's truly amazing. Okay, normally Palomar, I want to keep a relatively short leader. This one, long. Then I pull the hook all the way down, so when I tie the knot, it's a super short little loop there. Palomar knot. Love it. Then I take my leader line, or tag line, sorry. Boop. Feed it through the nose, the top of the hook. That way the hook, when you pull it, stands straight up. Straight up, foo. And then I put the weight on the bottom. at the desired depth. Before I do a final crimp, I look at the distance there. That looks good. Pull it up. And then I tie a bunch of granny knots to make sure it stays on there, because I've had those crimps not be super strong before. Got him! Cut off most of your tag. That's a drop shot, baby. That was our last worm in that bag, though, so I've got to get back here into my pack. Which, let me first check if my microphone's been going. It is. And what hurts the most? Finish my coffee. We can chunk that. Chunk that in the trash back there. Ugh. And I'm gonna rig my my free rig, wherever that soft plastic is I was gonna use for it. There it is. The Baby Rage Bug. Because I kind of want to slackline a few on a bait caster. Problem is, I need to find a place where the bass are hanging on the bottom, and the thermocline allows that. Got to get both of my bags of filler worms before I put that away. Excuse me. And now that I've got the free rig out, I'm gonna put away the dang vibrating jig. It's just not the money move today. You gotta go stuff that's a little bit slower. If I start to see some action, some fish chasing, you bet your bottom dollar I'm getting that back out, but it's not what I'm seeing right now. Now, if you missed my free rig masterclass video, go watch that, because I really taught everything I know about the free rig, which is still not a lure that I've thrown a ton, but I really dove into learning about it, becoming the best fisherman of it I can at the time when I made that video. But I definitely look forward to using it a whole lot more in the coming years, especially for offshore structure fishing. So now we got a free rig and a brand new bait caster. This here is unreleased from Lew's. This is the, I believe it's just a custom. Yep, just a Lew's custom. And it's got the Paramag braking system, which is not the ITB. It's not the highest quality braking system we have at Lew's. But holy cow, is that smooth. Goodness. Feels like I'm casting butter. Gosh, that is so smooth. Like I don't think I felt a reel this smooth. Gosh, the spool just like flies off. Oh. All right, free rig. Do your thing, do your magic. I need to find a rock pile. That's where the free rig, or a big brush pile. That's where the free rig excels. And I think I see some brush down there on the bottom. Let's give this brand new reel a cast. Holy cow. Gosh. Thing slings. That thing slings. I gotta tighten the drag though. There we go. That thing is a gun slinger, and it's so smooth. Holy cow. This reel was good before, but it got an upgrade. Gosh. It's so smooth. I love this. It is so smooth. Well, I'm not really seeing a whole lot on the bottom, so. Free rig's gonna go away, but that was a pleasure to throw just in a few casts. Goodness. All right. Rod can chill back there while I get back to the task of the day, which is drop shot fishing. I just need to get out of Texas because the drop shot is the only thing that catches them right now. And I want to show y'all some diversity, but I'm also not going to go out and get skunked trying to do something that may or may not work. Need to make content somehow, so drop shot it is. I need myself some water. All right, we've drifted a decent amount of time, so I'm gonna get to paddling again. Paddling and pedaling. Is that a bass? Looks kind of bassy right there. What are you? You were bait fish. Dang. Drag is good. That's the next tip. Check your dang drag all the time, because you never know when you last loosened it to fight a fish. And I mean, it even happens to Alton as I'm filming him. At least once a tournament, he sets the hook and his drag is too loose. So even the pros, even the #2 angler on the planet, forgets to set his drag. Sorry to call Alton out there, but he does it too. It's not just for amateurs like us. Dun, 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 dun. We're gonna do one more fish catch, and the comment challenge will be after the next fish catch. So be ready, folks. Be ready, it's coming. It's coming. Well, supposedly they put a lot of brush piles in this lake. I ain't seen the works of their efforts yet. Ain't really seen much brush. I've seen trees. I've not seen actual brush piles. So I need to see the brush piles. The brush piles. Oh, I had him. I had one. There we go. He's got the weight. He's got the weight. Eat the worm, you goof. Dang it. I literally saw him shoot toward my bait and grab it, but I saw the worm still on live scope above the fish, so he had the weight. Well, that's not cool. It's not very nice of that fish. Maybe I need to throw a metallic colored worm, although to be honest, probably what he was going after was the most shad looking thing. Because my worm sure as heck ain't shad looking. It's green pumpkin. These are not bluegill eating bass, at least not right now. There are bluegill in here, but I'm convinced these bass are chasing bait at a very slow speed. I'd see a lot more movement on the screen if they were really schooled up. Not seeing much. Fallen through a school of bait to what I think is a bass. Nope. Either I'm casting at bass and they're not biting, or they're not bass. I don't think they are. Every fish that I've been able to make a really good targeted cast to has bit. Almost every fish. I'd be lying if I said every fish. But a lot of them. And it just got nice. That cloud cover moved in. Stay, please. I need you to stay, I need you to stay. Bum 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 bum. Gotta open the spool to make a cast. There we go. Got him. Got him. Oh, pulled off. What a loser. What a lame-o loser. Dang. Had him. Felt like a decent one. Wonder how that happened. Hook is still sharp. That's a great thing about this hook too, is that it is a thicker gauge wire. And so it takes a lot longer for this thing to get bent out of shape. I've caught a lot of bass on this exact hook right here. If I was throwing a hook from TikTok shop, it would have bent out after 4 or 5 fish. This thing is not bent out at all, which is great. Great news for the poor and the widow. So are red line hooks expensive? Yes, but they are very high quality. Eat it. Eat it, please. He's following it down. Let's, come on, shake it. Shake it and eat it. Dang. They are smarter than your average bear. They're really, really, really chasing bait fish. So maybe they need a little swim bait. Honestly, they need to be, I need to shake the minnow at them. But in a kayak, it is so hard to shake the minnow. So I don't do it a whole lot. It's really challenging to get a good angle at them and keep the minnow above their head. But I think if I fan casted a little swim bait, that might be a good way to target some of these bait fish eaters. Ate the weight again. Ate the weight. I literally hit the weight's in his mouth. Dang. That's crazy. These fish are weight eaters. Here we go. Oh, you're about to chomp this one. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Dang. I really want to find some schooling bass. That's my hope. Hope I can find some schoolers. Yeah, a nice bass right here. That's doing some funny things. He's really moving around. Oh my gosh, he ate the weight. He ate the weight. I'm getting so sick of this. Oh no, never mind. Never mind. Oh, cool. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Get in here. Get in here. I guess he didn't eat the weight. He ate the worm. He ate the worm. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, he gagged it. He gagged it. Get in here. Get your booty in here, huh? Beautiful fish. Not a big one, but a nice one. Ooh, got him. Oh, hey-oh. Interesting landing job, but got the job done. Oh, and this one's got it has a coal tag hole in his mouth. Who out here is putting a coal tag in him? What the heck? That's lame. That's so lame. What are you fishing a multi-boat coaling tournament out here? That's dumb. Don't do that. Don't put coal tags in their mouth. The penetrating ones, at least. And there's so many options nowadays to fish non-penetrating. Gotta pull the worm out. This guy is gut hooked. Come on now. Got it. Did the old reverse pole trick. Got a nice one. You know what? He's going on the board. He's a long, slender one. And that's the kind of bass you need for a tournament, huh? Oh, not even as long as the last one, dang. 16.5. Pretty sure he's got a cataract in one eye too. This bass is not doing too hot. but he is one for the tournament board. I just love getting to compete in these tournaments against you guys. Super fun, and there's some awesome tournaments that I'm a part of. There's ones that I haven't even entered yet. Like I know Brandon Belt does one. Who's a pro baseball player. He does one where he's giving away a truck and like 100 grand. Fishing Chaos, man, it has so many good tournaments that you guys can join. Some have entry fees and some are free, but just some really good opportunities to get involved in tournament fishing if you don't have a bass boat and you don't want to spend a whole lot of money on entry fees. Fishing Chaos is the place to be. So happy to be working with them. They're an awesome company. And they're doing their very best to monitor the rules and make sure we don't got cheaters. Cheaters like me fishing private water. I can't win anything. The company pays me money. That's a win enough for me. And I got a dang knot in my line. Can I get this out, please? Okay, we're back. Had to get all the twist out, and drag is too loose. Oh, that's the wrong direction. There we go. Good for hook sets now. How are you still going back there? Hey, perfect. We're having fun. We're having fun. Making a cast so it looks like some brush. Could be rocks, could be hay bales, for all I know. No, it's a bass. Oh, well, no, maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, it was a bass. Dang, there's bass down there. I'm gonna go free rig. Give me a dang free rig, you're on the bottom. Give me a dang free rig, son. We got bass on the rocks. Oh, what the horrible cast. Horrible cast. We got bass on the bottom, baby. Let it do its deal. I'm gonna give it a hop. Let the weight hit, and then the bait. Oh yes. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. I got one on the free rig on a brush pile, or a rock pile. It's a rock pile. Awesome. I love the thump on 17-pound fluorocarbon. I love it. There's not a whole lot more that I love. Because yeah, is a topwater bite fun? Yes. Topwater bite's fun. VMC Redline. 3/0 wide gap, by the way. But on a topwater, you don't feel the thump like you do when you're fishing something on 17-pound line for them aggressive, deep bass. Man, when you feel that thump, you pull up to check and it's like womp, womp, womp. Oh, that is fun. That is fun with a capital F. Capital F, letter fun. Let's see if we can get another one. Hop the weight. Let the bait sit. There's the thump. There's the thump. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, what a nice one. What a nice one. Get in here. Gosh. Beautiful. All we had to do was find some dang rocks. Man, why are you fighting harder now than at the beginning? What a humpback fish right here. Oh, got him. What a funky looking bass. Let me let some line out here and show y'all what I'm talking about. Which, by the way, free rig, getting the job done. Look at this. Look at how big his head is. He's probably a smart fish. He got a big old brain. Big old brain on this guy. Ouch, ow. And big old brain fish is gonna go on the tournament leaderboard. 16 3/4. I should probably keep track though of how long these fish are. So I stopped taking pictures with fish that are not gonna cull. Oh man. The free rig, and we lost our bait. So just like I had a drop shot masterclass, I've got a free rig masterclass. And your bait you throw on the free rig, to be honest, the one that I threw in the video was not the best one. You want the flattest bait possible. So I've got the Strike King Rage Bug, relatively flat. And the reason for that is because the weight is supposed to fall, and then the bait is supposed to fall after the weight as slow as it can. So like the Depths bull flat is like supposedly the best one out there for free rigging, and I know the Bellows gill or Bellows shad is also a good one for free rigging. But this thing's worked pretty good. I've seen it in very clear water before. You hop it, the weight hits, and then the rage bug falls for a few seconds. Doesn't get a whole lot of separation, but it's more than a weightless Texas rig or an unpegged Texas rig. That's for sure. All right, Bubba. Let's get some more deep fish. How about it? That was fun. That was F-U-N. And this reel is so smooth. My goodness. I have been mega impressed in the few fish catches so far with this reel. It feels good. Feels dang good. I can't tell if we got grass or brush or rocks or what the heck's down here, but it's holding bass. And the reason why is because I'm catching on the bottom here is because I'm shallower than the thermocline. So the thermocline had fish positioned, and it still does, above 20 feet. So the whole ecosystem is really taking place above 20 feet right now. So I had to find an area that had structure on the bottom and bait fish shallower than 20, and this little corner of the lake here has it in 15. So I'm not surprised I started seeing some bass here. I definitely need to order some lighter free rig weights though. I don't think I'm throwing the best size free rig weight. This, a bit heavy I think, 3/8 ounce, bit heavy. Cookie, 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 starts with C. I've got baby songs stuck in my head. Oh hey, comment challenge. I've definitely caught a few more fish since the comment challenge was supposed to happen. And since I'm catching them on a free rig, we'll do the giveaway on a free rig. So if you answer my comment down below and you're subscribed to the channel, I'm gonna give away a package of Rage Bugs, VMC 3/0 wide gap hook, and some free rig weights. I'll give those away. I'll ship them to you guys. The comment is, actually I got to think about it. I didn't have a prompt. Oh, okay. In the rest of 2024, which I'm filming this video in, or in the future, if you're watching this in 2025 or 2026 or down the road, what is one aspect of bass fishing you want to explore more into? You know what? I'm actually going to broaden this into fishing in general. Maybe you want to get into fly fishing. Maybe you want to get into walleye fishing, or you're a bank fisherman and you really want to explore what kayak and john boat and that kind of stuff looks like. What is the next frontier, per se, of fishing for you? Like, to me, it is for sure river fishing. That is why I got myself a river kayak, the Bonafide RVR. It's on my trailer over there. I'm excited to really explore rivers and learn a lot more about current seams and how, you know, bass stack up in rivers. That's kind of my next frontier. What's your next frontier? And it could just be you want to go someplace cool. You want to go to Lake El Salto. You want to, you know, just kind of see more of the world as far as fishing goes. Or it may be something as a whole new endeavor. So let me know down in the comments, and I'll pick a random commenter in the next few weeks after this video drops, and I'll ship you a free rig setup. How about that? Probably a $30 value, who knows? Free rig weights are expensive. They are not cheap. And I think we ran out of good rocks. Like, I'm back into the area. I don't see many fish around here. So I think there's very few rocks, and we caught the few bass that were hanging on them. Because I'm hopping the free rig. Ain't got a bite. Ain't got a bite in a little while. There's a bass. There's a bass though. There's a bass though. I see a brush pile. sticking out of the water. And I'm gonna go throw the free rig around it, because that seems to me like a good idea. This reel is so smooth. I think for the price, I think it's 190 or something. Goodness, this is gonna be a fire reel. I'm excited for this one to drop. The Custom's always been a good seller for Lew's. It's a really good value reel, but now with the Paramag braking system inside it, which only the Elite TI, a $500 reel, had, this reel is good. Dang good, really good. I'm a big fan of the new knobs that Lew's is putting in almost all their reels. Some might not like them, but I'm a fan. Kind of going away from the wind grips back to traditional paddles. What just happened over there? Something just busted over there. All right, if I'm gonna do a 1-day film, edit, and post, 8:52, I've got like 2 hours before I should probably skedaddle out of here. And that'll be a long enough uncut, I feel. All right, I'm about to cast in a brush pile, so I've got to make sure my bait is pretty exposed. A little bit of loose line there. Don't think that's a fish. Does not feel like a fish. Nope. It's a branch. Not sure how I got stuck. I literally just checked my bait. That's impressive. I think my free rig weight is just too heavy. There we go. Yeah, my weight. It was just my weight. This brush pile, I'll show a drone shot of this one too. This is a lot thicker than I thought it was going to be. I was going to cast in the middle, but I mean, there's no use doing that. That's thick. Although maybe there's a use. There could be a fish in there. It's just really, really dang thick. I don't think they're going to be in there, but I'll give it a flip. The biggest hole that I see in it. Nah, there ain't no bass in there. Too thick. Too thick. There does not seem to be many fish around wood. There's lots of wood in this body of water, but their fish are not around it. They are on the rocks in the bait fish. The pain wears off. Let's find another fish. There we go. It's a nice dang little rock spine, I think. I think so, at least. Or not. Nothing going on the little hump. On the little Humpty Dump. Yeah, I don't see no bass on that thing. Looks like it would have some promise, but I don't see nothing. See, now we get some good chop. This is the kind of weather that I wanted. A little bit of choppy wind. Break the surface up a little bit. Hopefully get those bass moving. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. I had a dang bass on the free rig on the fall. Didn't even see that one. That's where having a sensitive rod comes into play. Goodness. Oh, I see the fish now. Oh, you're donezo, buddy. Once I fix my bait, you're donezo. You're a donezo Washington. You gave yourself away. I would have just kept on paddling. Never even cast it at you, but too bad for you. I'm gonna catch you. Nana nana boo boo. Oh, maybe not. No! He says, hook me once, shame on me. Hook me twice. You can't never get hooked again. There he goes. He's, yosh! There we go. Second hook set. That was awesome. Watch, oh my goodness. No wonder I didn't catch him the first time. He's a slab crappie. So who's to say that slab crappies can't be caught on a free rig? That's cool. He knocked the tar out of it, as crappie tend to do. But of course I didn't hook him the first time because he was a crappie. That's fun. That's fun. We got crappies out here, folks. We got whole crappies out here. Wow. That's also one good thing about many of these private water fishing lakes here in Texas and Oklahoma, is that they have crappie plenty. A lot of them do. So if you want to take someone out, and some of the properties even let you keep them. So if you want to fill the cooler with high quality fish, I mean, these are not dirty water, bodies of water for the most part. So you're actually you're gonna catch some fish that you can actually eat. There's one. Ooh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's bigger, I think. Yep, got him. Got him. Get in here. Get in here. Yes, sir. Oh, when you get a bigger bite, man, you can feel the difference. Goodness gracious. Come on. Get your booty in here. This is fun. A little bit of wind, I think, making the bigger fish act a little better. Come on now, come on now, come on now. Yes, sir. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. 3.5, 4 pounder. Oh my gosh, he got it so good. He's already bleeding. Dang. I mean, I didn't even give him that much time with it. Well, that brings up a very common question I get, is how to unhook a gut hooked bass. So what you do first of all is you take your pliers and you grab the soft plastic and you pull that out. We're just gonna wreck the soft plastic because it's not worth a bass's life to protect your bait. You can buy another bait. And the hook is usually pointed in the gill and back out. So you gotta find the best angle you can to go through the gills. Got the hook, you with your pliers turn the hook so the eye goes actually towards the stomach, and the point can then be poked backwards out the mouth towards you. So I pulled, man, I got him good. Popped it, and I didn't get it great that time. So I'm gonna pull, twist, and pop up. Got it, and the hook can easily pop out. And look at that, fish is still bleeding, but its blood's coagulated a little bit. So I'm gonna, you know what? It's not worth it to get a picture of that one. Oh, see you, buddy. I want to let that fish go. I'll catch another big one. That one doesn't have to go on the leaderboard. And that's how you get a gut hooked fish undone. I'll try to get a better angle of it later on a YouTube video one day, but this is a YouTube video on a specific video about that. But hopefully that gave a good little example. With everything in life, it takes practice to get good at that. So the more you fish, the more fish you're going to gut hook, and the more chances you have to practice that unhooking technique. Well, this is fun. The second that I'm finding some better structure offshore, some better, I think it's rock down there, I'm catching a few bass. So this is fun. We're having fun. Hope y'all are enjoying. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, what the heck are you doing? You're missing out on being notified when I post some awesome videos. I attempt to post during fishing season 3 YouTube videos a week. And they're not just lazy chest mount videos for the most part. I'm teaching stuff. I got graphics, I got drone shots. I really attempt to put out 3 really good videos. Now, based on travel and family stuff, can't always get 3 out, but I try my hardest for you guys to get them 3 videos out a week. And there's another fish out there. That's a nice one. I could probably catch this one on a drop shot. I'm going to try to catch him on a free rig because that's more fun. He did not want the free rig, but he's still there. So I'm going to get myself my drop shot. Switch these rods real quick. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Dang it. Dang it, darn it. He's somewhere around there. Give it a flip. Didn't eat the free rig. He followed it down and did not eat it. There's a nice one though. There we go. Got him. Got him. Come on now. Ooh, ooh. Hello. He feels like though he's making, well, okay, making runs that are not like giant bass runs. They're kind of short and staccato, but he might be bigger. He might be bigger. What do we got? What do we got, huh? All right. Not gonna complain about you. Okay, yeah, he is small. Exactly the size fish that I thought we'd see. A nice 2-pounder. Oh, and he's got a sore on his lip. All right, so we're not going to touch his lip. I'm just going to attempt to pressure point him. What a chunky bass, though, man. Healthy fish. See if I can pull the weight out. Great. See, buddy. Didn't get a fish release violation there. I released him below the gunnel. We got to get ourselves a new filler worm. So I thought, beginning of this day, we were going to see most of the bass suspending in the column. Most of the bass I've caught now have actually been sitting on the bottom, as evidenced by the free rig, and now letting the drop shot get all the way to the bottom. And that's usually how you catch bigger bass, is by fishing on the bottom. It's usually not the giants that suspend. Can they? Yes, they can, but most of the time the grandes are bottom feeders. Most of the time they're bottom feeders. Now this one over here that I see is not a bottom feeder. He's up in the column. He looks healthy though. He looks big. Wherever he went. Some good structure down there. That's for sure. Fix my wedgie again. Yeah, I'm wearing compression shorts, so I feel like there'd be less wedgie, but still a decent amount when you're kayak fishing. How are we doing with the audio? I don't even know if I'm going to use this microphone, to be honest. Doing good. And that's still recording? Yes, it is. That's still recording. Hey, if you want to check out exactly how I film my videos, I just released an updated version of that video, talking about camera gear and audio and everything important to film in videos. So if you want to check it out, I'll leave it down in the video description. And if I ever say that I'll leave something down in the description and you don't see it, comment, because pretty quickly I will see that comment and I'll make sure whatever I had promised gets in the description. Can't always remember all of them, especially in an uncut. There's already so much to remember in these edits. All right, let's keep going. Just gotta find new fish. Gotta keep it moving, huh? Keep it moving. One thing that I'm discovering by catching all these fish down this bank line is that the depth is right, the cover is right, and there's bait. And that's why I'm catching so many fish back to back to back, because there's good bottom contours. It is above that area of thermocline, so the fish can actually thrive there, and it's got bait fish, and I see a little bit of grass down there too. So this area that I've discovered is just kind of prime for today's conditions. And it's possible that this area would stink on a different day, but today that's not the case. Where's my dang 5-pounder, huh? That's what I'm looking for. That's all I'm looking for right now is my dang 5. He's out there. My dream girl's out there. My dream 5-pound Sally. Shaking my drop shot on the hump, hoping I can catch me a juicy bass. I think I see one. I think I see a bass. Question is, will he eat? Oh, I cast. That's a perfect cast. Or close to perfect. Matter of fact, don't even think it was a bass. I think it was seven bait fish stacked up. As I talked about the possibility of that. Man, the better bass really are not chasing bait. They're on structure, but not wood. They're on just good contours. And there's another lake on this property called Double A. Oh, and I guarantee if they're doing this here, they're doing it there on those offshore rock piles out there. And I could probably catch a 10-pounder if I was on that body of water today. Goodness, I'd like to be out there. They got bigger fish in Double A. They got nice fish here, but they got bigger ones in that property. Nothing doing. We go in flurries, folks. We find fish and then don't find fish. I just saw one, and he chased my drop shot and then didn't eat it. Classic. Classic bass. Doing classic bass things. Here's one right there. Dropping right below the kayak for a fish sitting beneath me. It got to the bottom, and now we're going to shake ever so slightly. He does not want it. Stingy guy. Stingy, tricky guy. So I don't want you. Bet you didn't think that would happen, did you? Nothing. Seems like the free rig and the way that it was falling was actually kind of triggering some bites. I think so. Because the drop shot does not seem to be getting bit like the free rig did. Yeah, I'm gonna pull the free rig out on this hump here. See if that has a different reaction here about the fish. If there are any fish. We are on the bottom. Nope, nothing there either. All right. And it's getting hot now. It's one of those days you're gonna get sunburn and not even realize it. It's a cloudy sun. If that makes sense. There's just so much bait. There's got to be fish just around this bait that I'm not seeing. It's got to be. Just gonna fish the free rig against the bank. Hey, I'm proud of myself. I haven't stood up one time today. I'm becoming a kayak angler. How about that? No, I'm definitely going to stand up at times in other bodies of water, but haven't had to today. The buff does not stay on well when you're sitting down. Everything's too crunched up. Shake your free rig. Shake the free rig. And this corner hardly has any contours. So, don't think I'm going to catch much in this corner. Yeah, there's not much here. Not much besides a super steep drop. Oh, there's some bass down here. Oh, I'm about to get bit. I got bit. There we go. Yes, sir. Goodness, goodness, wow. Hello. Found a school of them. Oh man, here we go. See if we can do it. See if we can do it. Please don't lose this rod, Tyler. Here we go. We're gonna see if we can catch a fish on a drop shot underneath this fish. Where'd all his buddies go? I was trying to do the whole 2-rod thing. Dang it. That didn't work. That didn't work like I thought it would. He's got buddies though. They're just way down deep. Can you jump and spit for me, please? No, he can't. Oh, got him. Free rig to the face. Oh, I see them all right here. Please don't tell your friends about me. I would like to catch all of your friends. They scoot up. We found a skoo. We found a big skoo of them. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? I'm just going to cast down there in the bottom. They are down there on the bottom. It's crazy. I catch one, all of a sudden 8 pull off the bottom. They're dang around here. You just got to pull them off the bottom. There they are, right here. Right here. Found them again. I think they're mostly pretty small. I may have caught one of the bigger ones. There's some bigger ones out there. Dang, what a flurry that led to nothing but one fish. Where'd they go? There were so many bass. Goodness. That was crazy town. That was crazy town. I think I see him out there. Yeah, there they are. There they are. Oh, didn't want it. Dang. Didn't want the dang free rig. Once again though, once I got to good hard bottom, that's where these fish were. They don't want to be on the soft, mucky mud. They want to be on the good hard bottom. And I only got one in this area so far, but it proved there's water to that hypothesis, that they have to be around good contours. Gosh. Gotta go hood. How quickly things can change, goodness. I thought we found the money hole. Thought we did. Guess not. Oh, there's for sure fish out there. For sure fish out there. I see one. Why are you not biting, buddy? Feel like this is the best. And actually I can see by looking at the bank. That's all grassy slope, that's rocky slope. So I can tell why there's better structure on the bottom here. Hard bottom, because I see it on the bank. It fell in as they were constructing this. So the rest of it's gravel and dirt, and this was a little rock area. And the big bass in the summer like to be on rock. Let me tell you. I know that for a fact, in Minnesota at least. Man, if you find rock and grass mixed in Minnesota, money. Money time. That's for sure. You found the mother lode if you found that. Get yourself a jig worm, a drop shot, or a football jig and go to town. Just like we're attempting to do today. I kind of need to stand up just to stretch. Ugh. Do that. Stand up. Stand up and fish for a second. Oh, found him again. Found him again. Do I have him? I got him. Yes, sir. Gosh, came off. I knew my bait was not really properly rigged. I should have re-rigged that. Even now, it's not great. I found him again. They're directly under the kayak now. Come on. Follow it down. Good. Shake it. Got him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Goodness. That is fun. That is not a bad time. Not a bad time at all. And I can tell by looking at them on scope that that's the size we're dealing with. So I think I got the biggest one of the school. I got to get better at my kayak of landing a fish with that much line out, so that when I boat flip him, I can put the rod in between my legs. There we go. There we go. Thank you, friend. Ugh. Oh man, these hooks get them so good. I'm so impressed. Does VMC pay me money to talk about their products? Yes. But am I glad to talk about them? Yes, because they work. Goodness. Hooks them so good. So good. All right. Let's get ourselves a new bait. The fish haven't moved a whole lot. They're cruising in this area, and you really got to intercept them whenever they come through. I've lost track how many fish we've caught at this point. That's how you can tell it's been a good day. You're not really counting bites. Still no giant, though. And I know this place has got them. Just take some time to weed through the little dinkers to get to a grande. To get to a grande. There they are again. There they are again. Got a lot of bass here. Where'd they go? There they are. These bass like to hide. Play hide and seek, don't they? There we go. I'm about to catch one here. 2, 3. Yep. Got him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. I've had enough of you. You're messing up my bait. Where your big friends at, huh? You're fun. But I'd like your grande friend. Your grande grandma. Wherever she's at. Can you please tell her to pay me a visit? How's my screen looking? We clear? We're clear. We're clear there too. We are free and clear for takeoff. And it's crazy though how small those fish look on live scope. And they look teeny tiny, and yet they're, 1 to 2 pounders. So that's telling me that I've probably passed over quite a few fish that I thought were tiny, but weren't that small. Got him. Now that one's small. That one is small. Get off of there, please. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. For saving me the time of unhooking you myself. All right. You're never going to hear a bad thing from me about catching fish. Except right now. I don't want those. I want a big one, please. I want a big one, please. Not sure if I'm going to catch one right here. I think this is a small hole. Small bass hole. We need big hole. Big bass hole. More bass that way, though. All right, let's keep moving. Let's drink of water. Hot out here. It's getting hot. It's getting hot, hot, hot. Getting hot, hot, hot. That is a skoo. That's a skoo right there. Little mini skoo. Dropping down. And there goes the bass. Get ready, folks. Hopped it, let it sink, just wait for the thump. Wait for the thump. Oh, nothing. Tricky. Tricky fish. Don't like that. Somehow totally missed the school. There we go. Here we go. There was a school. They're down there. They're just not eating this thing, which is real funky. Real funky monkey. These fish are being weird. Wonder if I've already caught them. No, I fished over there. I've not fished here yet. I don't like that I'm constantly casting backwards. I need to reposition my kayak. Not a fan of my position here. It is a flurry game. Find a pod, catch as many as you can, and then they die. And they're gone. Although that's how summertime has been since the beginning of bass fishing. Since the beginning of my knowledge, that is how summertime fishing is. You find a school, take advantage of them while you can, and then gotta find another one. Nothing new under the sun, I guess. Gosh, there's a group of them. There's a skoo, love them. There's a skoo. Dang it, they're moving so fast. They're blazing. Where'd they go? There they are. The dang bottom. Oh, I'm about to catch one. It's crazy. These fish are being so intelligent. Probably the same school that I've been fishing. Yeah, it is. They're just cruising back and forth down this line. Eating as they come. What I'd like is if a school of fish would stay put. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. How about that? Making little roll casts is not good for keeping your spool free of backlashes. Gosh, man. They're dang right here. They're all over the place. Have not seen this kind of activity all over the place, so either they've been doing it here the whole time, or they're just starting across the pond. I'd like to see them start pushing bait up top. It'd be really fun to catch them schooling to finish this video. But I don't know if we're going to be here long enough to see that through. It's not an uncut if I don't sing my uncut song. Turn around. Every now and then I get a something, 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 something. Turn around. I don't even know the name of the song. The name of the song is probably Turn Around. One of y'all told me in the comments in a recent uncut. But for some reason, that's always stuck in my head on these videos. We good? Rigging still good? Still good. I want to catch a few more. I'm not happy with how this video has gone the last few minutes. It's gotten too slow. Need to catch some more bass, huh? Huh? The hoodie needs to go down. Get my mojo back. Definitely caught the best fish so far in rapid succession in this corner over here. So let's get back over there. Let's get back over there. There we go. I see them. I see them, folks at home. They don't stand a chance now. Yep, there's the dang pile of them. Come on. Eat it. Gosh, there was like 5 there. Where'd they go? What the heck? I saw a bunch of bass sitting there. There they are. Come eat it. Come eat it. Don't make me throw a drop shot on you. I will. I'll do it. They're going to make me throw a drop shot, aren't they? Yep. Y'all asked for it. You asked for it. Could have caught you on something fun. But no. You needed the drop shot. Where'd you go? There we go. Bad cast. Horrible cast. Check my drag. Ooh, we're a bit loose. Good thing I checked. Good thing I checked. Because one had it the whole time. Come on now, buddy. See, you didn't want the free rig, so I had to do it to you. Had to do it to you. Gosh, another gut hooked fish. Dang it. I just can't let these fish have too long with it. And once again, I did the dang thing again where I didn't leave enough line. Come on now, thank you. Let's go ahead and get another gut hooked fish out. Goodness. Can I save the worm here? Maybe. I see the angle I'm at now. I can't. All right, this one's so badly hooked. I think this is just going to be one of the ones that makes the fishery better, if you know what I'm saying. Come on now. Come on now. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Ow, ow, ow. I know you're hurting. I'm hurting too. Ouch. Stop doing that. Ouch. Got him. He may survive. He may not. It's all good either way, probably. There's lots of fish in this pond. Probably needs to cull a few out anyways. I think they have way too good of spawns in these places. Ain't nothing gets culled out. All right, last bag of filler worms, and they're not even the right color. They're not green pumpkin. They are lightning bug, which is like purple and green. But it'll probably work for a few more fish. Won't it? I'm on so many fish on this exact hook. Probably 60 fish on this hook. That's impressive. That's impressive. Still hooks them good, baby. FG knot still looking good. We're on a roll, folks. If you ain't subscribed, you're missing out. You're missing out on a good time. And hopefully this video has shown you what kind of a time you're gonna get if you subscribe to TRF. Ain't that right? Can I get an amen? That fish shredded my hand. My hand is like tingling because of how much he shredded it. He was shredding up my hand. Shredding the guitar. Here's a bass right there. We're dropping on his face. Oh, he's donezo. Oh, he's donezo. Come on, eat it. What? May I say again, what? That's crazy. I dropped it right on him and he followed it down. But he probably said, that's not green pumpkin. That's not the right color. I'm gonna do a test at some point later on this summer. Video might not come out until the fall about morning dawn versus green pumpkin. See if morning dawn really is a better color. Because I don't believe it is. But we're gonna test that out somehow. Not sure exactly how we'll do the test, but it'll be as scientific as I can muster. What a fun time this has been. We're just catching the snot out of some bass. This place has got them, and we caught them. How about that? Again, huge thanks to Private Water Fishing for letting me come fish their properties. Super cool opportunity, and you'll see some kayak videos in the future that are not on private waters, but it's just so much fun, especially when it's hot, to get out there and guarantee yourself to have a better time. There's nothing worse than sweating and not catching anything in that Texas heat. I'm not about that. I want to catch something. Oh, and I've got a discount code, I think. I think code TRF saves you like $100 on your membership or something. I forgot. Give them a call, they'll let you know. And if you sign up in the drop-down menu, let them know I sent you. Helps my relationship with them. We are sitting on top of some bass. We are sitting on top of some bass. I see him right here. Ooh, ooh, that looks bigger. That looks bigger. No, I don't think it was. We're gonna drop it again. Lost him. Got him again. Yep, you're not big. Oh, we found a crappie pile. Hey, big slabs, baby. Big scoos and big slabs. Ouch! Oh, I just got spined in the leg. Thank you, buddy, but you're not the species I'm after. I want bass. Let me tell you something, bass. They're what I want, they're bass. Dun-dun-dun-dun, bass. If that was a crappie, and I'm dropping down on more fish, I'm willing to bet they're also crappie. Yeah. These are crappie. They ain't reacting like a bass does. Bass show a little more interest. Interested in my lures. Crappie don't. Crappie dappy. Crappie dappy. Crappie dap me up, brother. I'm gonna back up. I see some good looking structure over here where I caught some earlier. Nothing like a day full of hook sets and good times. Heck yeah. I don't see a whole lot now. Where'd they go? Where is my hairbrush? My knee now itches where that crappie spined me. Dang, gonna have an itchy leg. I really love this rod in the Kayak because the butt is relatively short, although it could be a little shorter. But it's a 610 medium extra fast, which is really a good shaky head rod. My favorite drop shot rod is a 7-foot medium light, but in a Kayak, a 610 is a little more manageable, and I can get a better hook set, especially with this hook being a little thicker gauge wire. And the Lew's custom light shallow spool spinning reel. The coolest invention in spinning technology in a long time. The fact that it took people this long to make a spool that has a shallower spool, because on a spinning rod for bass fishing, you never use all that line. Such an easy invention, a face palm. But I'm probably not going to use a whole lot of spinning reels ever again besides this one. It is just, it's the most practical. You don't use as much line. The drag is awesome. It's not that expensive for a really quality spinning reel. Oh, was that a fish? Felt like one, but it also kind of felt like a stick. Also kind of felt like a stick. Like a stick in the mud. Like a stick in the mud. Shake, shake, shake. Shake my drop shot. Shake my drop shot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm proud of myself for one big reason today. I think I've kept my mouth closed as I've live scoped. It's so easy to look at the scope and go, I think I've kept my mouth shut. Maybe not. Drop a comment if I've kept my mouth shut. Pretty sure I have. So at least while I'm scoping, it looks better. Just one more good one, and I'll be out of your hair. And I'll be out of your hair. Don't you worry about it. I gotta go in the middle. I have gone down and back that path there. Ain't caught one in that last little pass, so gonna move on to a new spot. I really love this kayak. Fishing out of this thing is just super fun. Pedal drive is awesome. Easy to steer. It is, I mean, it is so stable. I can easily stand up. I can easily swivel the seat to get back to what I want. It's just a very easy to fish out of platform. It's a heavy kayak. Got to have a buddy or a trailer to really transport this thing good. But if you're into kayak fishing, you want to upgrade your kayak, could not recommend the native Titan X enough if you fish bodies of water like this. Didn't even bring my paddle today because I knew I wouldn't be fishing around too much grass to clog up the drive. Now I should catch one right here. I should. There we go. Be a big one. Be a big one. Got him. Got him. I think he's big. I think he's big. I think he's big. He's big. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Goodness. This is fun. This is not a bad time. Come on now. Gosh. Dang. This is not just loose and drag for the camera. This fish is fighting. Wow. He is going on the tournament board, that's for sure. What a long one, heck yeah. I could tell when he made his ascent towards my lure that he was a nice one. Hey, yes sir. Look at that. Beautiful. Texas summertime largemouth. I mean, VMC redline down the face. That's awesome. Was not coming off. Even though he was skin hooked, he was deep inside the mouth and hooked so well. I love this combo. Such a fun drop shot combo. And that is a much better tournament fish. Let's put this sucker on the board. 17 3/4. Heck of a fish right there to maybe end this video on. I'm either gonna end it here, to which you'll see the outro, or we're gonna keep going because I caught another one. So welcome if the video continued. Because obviously there's more to come. And if there's not more to come, then you're not going to see this portion here. I just want to make sure I give myself enough time to get home. I'm going to transfer footage in the car before I pull out of here, get it transferring to my laptop. Try to be as time efficient as possible so I can get in the door at home and immediately start this edit. Got a nicer fish out here. I'm falling to. There we go. There we go. Yes, sir. Another roamer. Gosh, another big one. Another big one. Goodness. Hello. No! Oh, dang. Pulled off. I loosened my drag. I feel like I did everything right there. Fish just wasn't hooked all that good. Dang. First big loss of the day. And to come this late in the day, I'll take it. Still a bummer though. Never what you want to happen. Never what you, that was bad English. Never what you want to have happen. That was another 3-younder, another good long tournament fish. Oops. Can't win them all. I won most of them. did not win that one. Boo. Boo, 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 boo. Oh, my drag's too loose. My drag's too loose. Dang it. There we go. There we go. Goodness, 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 goodness. All right. Set the hook into yourself, buddy. Gosh. Let's tighten a little bit. I think he's big. Just by the way he's running. Oh, yeah. Goodness. Hello, hello, hello. Get in here. Get in here. Yes, sir. Oh, biggest one of the day. Pushing 4 pounds. On the drop shot, baby. Yes! We figured him out. We figured him out, buddy. Come on now. Little filler worm action. Beautiful fish. Let's go. Put him on the board. Put him on the stinking board. Where is the board? Here it is. The board is still wet from the last fish. Putting him on the measuring board for my online fishing chaos tournament. So if you haven't joined the TRF Challenge Cup, look at that 18.5 incher. How about that? It is a free tournament on the Fishing Chaos mobile app. And every single month, the winner of each region, beautiful, wins a Mach combo of your choice. A Mach jacked, a Mach crush, whatever you want. Beautiful. Thank you, my friend. I gotta get an Instagram story of this one. Doing a little bit of that. Yielding a little bit of that. See you, bud. All right. We found them. The big ones are in the middle. They've moved to chasing bait. They have moved to chasing bait. Wow. Well, my goodness, folks, what a stinking episode. I had a lot of fun in that episode. It was definitely a little bit more casual than usual. I hope you still learned something, especially about finesse fishing. When it comes to fishing in the summertime, if you're not throwing a deep diving crankbait or dragging a Carolina rig, a drop shot is the best way to catch them. And we ended up catching a few on the free rig today. I definitely want to play with the free rig more because I'm trying to grab it here. Like I mentioned, I think the weight here that I'm using is a little bit too heavy on my free rig. I probably need like a 1/4 ounce or even an 1/8 ounce free rig, but I think in Minnesota I'm gonna catch some big old offshore bass on this thing, and there's nothing better than lifting it up, letting it drop, and on slack line feeling that thump and setting the hook, baby. So as always, thank you all so much for watching this video. I will leave all my tackle and my kayak I'm using in the video description. Stay tuned for more uncuts and more stuff around the Bonafide RVR. I'm gonna make that thing into a river, shallow water kayak fishing machine, and I'm excited to take you guys on the journey with me. My name's Tyler, it's a pleasure, and we'll see you guys next time right here on TRF. You peeing on my kayak? Goodness, these cows.